back to school time. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Tangy the Caver's wife, and it is back to school time, and we are getting ready to start our homeschool year, actually this coming week. And I wanted to take a few minutes and show you around our school area. Now, we live in a 1,400 square foot house. We don't have a spare room. We don't have a basement. We don't have anything like that to have a school room per se. We have an eat-in kitchen and we have a kitchen table, and so we make it work. So I'm going to show you how I've organized our school area and some of our school organization. So let's get started. Some homeschoolers say, no, we don't do homeschool in a room. We do, you know, the world is our home, or the world is our school, and same thing here. But also my kids and I are all easily distracted, so we really do need a space. We've really been unschoolers the last couple of years, but this year we are going to be doing a more structured school because my children have requested it. It's not my idea, it's theirs. We'll start with right behind me. I used to have my cabinet here that had had some canned goods in it, and I also had canned goods up here. But like I said, for the sake of having more structure and having a place where we can do school and not be distracted, I made this look like a school room. So let me show you what I've got going on up here. Okay, so at the top here, my son made this Kentucky sign and I bought it from him. So that's that. And then we have a microscope that actually doesn't work, but it looks cool. These dinosaurs were actually my son's, and he wanted to sell them in a yard sale, and I was like, no, I like those. So I bought those from him too. Last year we did Monarch, and when they sent us, or when we got the curriculum, it was in a box, and this poster was in the box, so I just hung that. We have a globe here. This was actually from the Geo Safari. It's a Geo Safari game. Like, I guess you put batteries in it and it has like cards and stuff, but we just used the globe part. So this is actually a 31 bag. I'm sure some of you probably recognize this if you like 31 gifts. So I bought this when it was discounted. It's been years and I don't remember how much I paid for it. I just remember I didn't pay full price. But I'm using it for just some extra school supplies. We have some 3-pronged portfolio folders. We've got markers, watercolors, oil pastels, extra mechanical pencils. I also use this as my charging station for my tablet, which we use for school a lot. And then we also keep our electric pencil sharpener, which actually I have to get a new one because this one's all jacked up and it doesn't work. I've put new batteries in it and I've cleaned this out and nothing's working. So anyway, moving on down a little bit. But I actually found this on the curb, and it was rained on, and it's the cheap press board, so some of it's bubbled up, but I don't even care. It was free and I needed a shelf. So this first shelf is going to hold all of my daughter's school things. These are her binders, her folders, her notebooks, some of her school books, which I haven't got all the kids' school books yet. I need to order those today. And then in this other 31 utility, I can't remember what kind of tote it was, but again, I got it when it was on sale. And this has got her 2 readers that she'll be reading this year, which I will do a separate video on curriculum. Her pencil pouch that has her pens and pencils and scissors and everything, and then her Bible is also in here. And then of course here is her Right Shop, which I'm going to throw an iCard up in the corner here so you can check out the video where I talk about that. This second shelf has my son's books. Again, he's got some notebooks, binders, and then his school books. This tote is same thing. It holds his pencil box. It's got his Bible in it. Then down here at the bottom, we just have some extra books, just some extra readers that we have that we will probably do some read alouds from these. I also have this book that I got, actually several of these books I got at Goodwill. This is the Young Students Learning Library. It's a dictionary. It's a really good one too. Then we have an Earth and Space book. We've got the United States Atlas, and then this is something else I picked up at Goodwill a couple of years ago, but it's the Scholastic Everything You Need to Know About English Homework. It's a desk reference, and it's been really helpful because it kind of breaks down some terms and things like that, so really like that. And then right here we just have all of our pencils. I went through and organized all of our supplies. I never need to buy pencils, and I don't know why I keep doing it, but this is nothing but pencils. And then down here we just have some scissors and markers and things like that. Okay, so that is our shelf. Let me show you what's over here on the wall. So on the wall here, you probably realized that my fresh produce pick daily sign is gone. I've put it up. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna put it somewhere else. But right here I just have our map. I actually got this at Dollar Tree last year and I love the colors. It's so fun. And we're always using it, even like when we're not really doing a lesson, but we're just talking about a place or where we're gonna go or where we've been or someone that we know that lives somewhere else. We're constantly using this map. So, and plus it's pretty and it matches my kitchen, so we just leave it up. And then here and over here, you can see that I have folders. I actually bought these last year at Dollar General. It came with the folders already in it. There's 5 folders, and the reason why I have these is because we're gonna be making a lot of copies, and so for whatever day that they're going to need their work, I'm gonna have, you know, whatever they need in there. So it's just gonna be a really great way to stay organized and to stay on task. And also a great way for them to be self-starters as well. And then for each of them, I made these like little labels. This is just a chalkboard label that I got at Dollar Tree. I used a white paint pen and then some of my planner stickers to decorate them. And then Parker has one as well. And then over here on this wall, we have a copy of the Constitution. We are going to be studying the Constitution this year. And something I kind of want to put like out there for you guys is a lot of young people do not know their rights. They do not know the Constitution. So I would really encourage you, if you haven't decided on anything to study by way of like a family study or whatever, the Constitution is a really great subject to study. Up here, I put, that was hanging over my desk, but I put it on this wall, and we will be studying art, drawing, and painting, which again, that's another video. Okay, so let me show you our supply cabinet in here. It's in the laundry room. Let's go. Let's see. Okay, so for those of you who are wondering, but where's all your other homeschool stuff? Don't worry, we do have other homeschool stuff, and I keep it in this cabinet in our laundry room. Okay, so on this cabinet, I just have some extra folders. I've got some craft supplies. In this big tub is our construction paper, cardstock, glue sticks, things like that. And then on this shelf, we have just some random like craft stuff. This is my my sewing kit. Here we have some games. These are some games that I picked up at Dollar Tree. We've got Monster Math Munch. We've got some couple of language art type games. And again, just some more craft supplies. And then down here are all of our down here in this tote is all our old books that we've used, and I keep them on hand for reference. Also have some binders with just some information in there. And that's our paper shredder. Yeah, that bottom shelf just has some hangers in there. No big deal. So that is our school supply closet. Now let me show you my desk. Let me show you my desk area. Now you guys know that I work from home, so a lot of this is work related. But I have a calendar here, and it has our tentative school schedule, which I will show you that in just a second. But also Emily is going to be doing softball again this fall. Parker was wanting to do basketball later on in the season. So I just use this whiteboard to kind of keep us organized. I have several planners, but this is just kind of like the summary of the month. So here, of course, you've seen my planner video, which I will throw an iCard up in the corner so you can check. Oh, it's over here. I'm going to throw an iCard in the corner for that, but that's just where I keep all my planners. This is our letter of intent to homeschool. I've got to get that in the mail. So, but yeah, this is where I keep my planners as well as folders for work. Here is our read aloud that we started, and I haven't finished it, but this is a really good book. If you've never read The Indian in the Cupboard, I would highly suggest it. It's been a lot of fun. So we're going to pick back up on that. So down here in the cabinets where I put all of my teacher's guides, and this has no shelves, so I just use this this basket that I purchased at Dollar General. I think it's a Rubbermaid. But anyway, yeah, so I have all of my teacher guides here, and teacher keys. And this green thing back here, this is one of those accordion file thingies. That's where I keep the kids' that's where I keep samples of their work. So anyway, so that's where I keep all of that. Alright, so before I end this, I'm going to show you our schedule. Okay, so I wanted to show you quickly our tentative school schedule. Now, you will notice a couple of things. One, I have first, second, third, fourth, and so on. That is just dividing the days up in periods. It's just easier for me to understand it that way. Also, you will notice that I have no time limits and I have no time. That's just because the first couple of weeks I like to get a feel of how the day's gonna go. We've got new curriculum. We're doing a more structured setup this year. So I really don't know how long things are gonna take. Or what time we'll even start during the day. So this works. For me, schedule is not as important as routine. My kids like predictability, so I try to keep things in the same order if it works for us. So that's how we set up our schedule. So first you see that we have family study. I have A, B, C, and S underneath. That stands for Art, Bible, Constitution, and Spanish. Now, we will not do all of those things on the same day. It will be one, maybe two, depending on how the day is gonna go. Second, you see PJ is math and M is writing. What I try to do is I try to have one child working on something that they can do independently or at least start themselves. And then while I do one-on-one time with the other one. So Parker will work on math while Emily works on writing. During third period, Parker will work on writing while Emily and I work on math. Fourth period, Parker will do language arts while Em does her reading. Fifth period, Parker will do reading while Emily does language arts. Sixth period, Parker will work on history while Em does spelling. Seventh period, Parker will work on spelling while Emily works on science. And eighth period, Parker will work on science while Emily works on history. So like I said, that is the tentative schedule. Things will change until we can get into a groove that we find that we like and that we can live with. And so yeah, it's gonna be a more hands-on, what is this? I have a hair, do you see that? It's still attached to me, okay. It's definitely going to be a more hands-on, more structured year than we've done in the past. I hope I like it. I really like letting them do their own thing, but you know, we do what we have to for our kids, so they want structure and I'm giving it to them. So yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Be looking for a video on the rest of the curriculum. I've already shared with you guys the writing curriculum that we're going to be using. The next video, I will be sharing with you the rest of it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope it inspired you and gave you some ideas. And as I always end my videos, until next time. You made it to the end of the video. Awesome. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, go ahead and do that. I would love for you to stick around. Like I've said before, we talk about biblical homemaking and womanhood here. We talk about homeschooling, working from home. We talk about gardening and food preservation and all the cool things. And I would love it if you would hang out with me. And then while you're at it, over here, I've got a video that I suggest you watch. And yeah, that's it. Have a great day. Later.